Leave the football before the football leaves you. The football's left him. At this top level, he needs to call it a day.
Leave the football before the football leaves you. Do you think Pep Guardiola should quit football, have a sabbatical, and come back refreshed? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for the definition of a bogey team, look no further. It's Manchester City against Tottenham Hotspurs. Not only today, it's been for like the past 10 years. Of course, here and there, Manchester City got some kind of result, but overall, Tottenham Hotspurs been on top over and over and over again. Today, it wasn't different. Tottenham Hotspurs went away at the Etihad Stadium and destroyed Manchester City in front of their own fans. Haaland was there. Renders was there. Sharky was there. Pedri was there. All the big names that we appreciate and respect, they were on the pitch. No excuses, because what people tend to do in a situation like this is to say Tottenham were lucky. It was Manchester City off day, blah, blah, blah. But my friend, I'm telling you right now, you have to give some respect to Tottenham Hotspurs. They've been doing it over and over again. So Thomas Frank, what a manager. And I think Daniel Levy is the guy holding Tottenham Hotspurs back. Losing on the transfer market, penny pitching here and there. But if they give the money to this brother, Thomas Frank, I think he's taking Tottenham right to the next level. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment down below if you want to encourage your brother and support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It will take you only 1 second to smash it, and it will be much, much appreciated. This is my instant reaction right after the game between Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspurs. Let's go. Let me get to some details right now from the game. Wow, what a game of football. I can't even believe, man. Not many people gave Tottenham Hotspurs a chance, but they managed to do it. Brennan Johnson, 35th minute. João Palhinha, 45 minutes +2. So both games or both goals were in the first half. And let me just remind you the two teams here. Trafford, who made a horrible mistake, but even Ederson been making mistakes. Even Alisson Becker, even Buffon, Peter Cech, all the big goalkeepers, they're gonna always make mistakes. So it's not only about the mistake that Manchester City lost. They had Lois, John Stones, Diaz, and Nori, Gonzalez, Oscar Bob, Sharky, Renders, Mamouche, and Erling Haaland on top. Wow, it's even scary to see this kind of team playing against you. And if you go to Tottenham Hotspurs, they had Vicario, Romero, Porro, Van de Ven, Spence, Bentancur, Palhinha, Sarr, Kudus, Richarlison, and Johnston. If you look at the bench here, the players that came off the bench, Ake, Jeremy Doku, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden. Look at the bench of Manchester City. Absolutely scary. And for Tottenham Hotspurs, you can tell that the quality is diminishing from the bench. Danso, Lucas Bergwijn, Dominic Solanke, Wilson Odeberg. So they don't have a strong bench, and this is where this brother, Mr. Levy, needs to take it seriously. If he wants his team to go to the next level, he needs to spend money and stop penny pinching because somebody is going to come and hijack the deal. But today, Thomas Frank can be very proud and say, who? Eze who? You know, Gibbs White who? Because we can still manage to beat anybody with the team that we got. So congratulations to Tottenham Hotspurs. Wow. Moving on, people. It's getting too excited. All right. So look at the shot. Manchester City had only 10 shots. Tottenham Hotspurs 12. On target, Tottenham Hotspurs 5 shots and they scored 2 goals. Manchester City only 4 shots on target. Ball possession 61 for Manchester City, 39 for Tottenham Hotspurs. Who cares about ball possession? Very quickly, I will show you the top of the table. Tottenham Hotspurs with 6 points. Second, Chelsea 4 points. Temporarily, of course, because by the time you watch this video, other games are being played. So this is very temporarily. And Chelsea dropped point in the first game, so they're gonna be down there somewhere. But they beat West Ham yesterday, so that's why they have a 4 point. Liverpool 3 points, still have 1 game in hand. Manchester City 3 points, they lost 1 game, and they're gonna be down the table by tonight. This is going to be an epic season, my friends. I'm telling you, even Liverpool, they are not going to have an easy ride the way people thought. Oh, because they bought expensive players doesn't mean that you're going to make a good team. West Ham are bottom with 2 defeats. 2 defeats in 2 games. Graham Potter is in big trouble. Lord have mercy. Let's jump on social media and check on the reactions from you guys, from people, general people, media, and whatever. Let's do it. Okay. Let's start by this post here. Trying to fix it on the, on the screen. Back-to-back wins for Tottenham Frank, because he hasn't lost, because technically for UEFA Super Cup it was 2-2, so it means he didn't lose. He lost on penalty shootout, so technically he hasn't really lost, Thomas Frank, a competitive game so far. But of course you lost on penalties, so you know what I mean. And people called it bottle job, but I think it just shows you the quality that I just talked about from the bench. All right, back-to-back wins for Mr. Frank. Not Frank Lampard, but Thomas Frankie. Okay, let's see. 2 wins and 2 clean sheets for Thomas Frank, Tottenham Hotspurs. Top of the Premier League, absolutely insane. Footy humor. Look at them here. Pep Guardiola on his way to pick up Donnarumma. Oh man, this is absolutely cinema. Erling Haaland had 22 touches today against Spurs. Spurs goalkeeper Vicario alone had 58 touches. But this is the problem with Haaland. He doesn't contribute that much overall for the game, but he can have 5 touches, 5 goals. Today, it didn't work out for him. I saw him having some free headers in the box, and today wasn't his day. Okay. Yeah, we already talked about this from Football Tweet here. 2 wins in 2 games, 5 goals scored, 0 goal conceded, 6 out of 6 points. Thomas Frank, Tottenham have had a perfect start to the Premier League season. It's not going to be this way, but, every game, they're going to lose games. It still reminds me of Big Ange. 3 games, 3 wins, absolutely beautiful football. And after that, they started collapsing because of the high line. But I tell you what, Thomas Frank is more balanced. He's a genius. He's a tactical genius. You can tell. If you give this brother money to spend and he got his own players, my friend, Tottenham Hotspurs are going to be officially back and winning trophies. Thomas Frank became just the 3rd manager to have been beaten Pep Guardiola away in the league with 2 teams. Jose Mourinho and Antonio Conte are the other 2. Not bad club to be a part of. Yeah, he's in the very elite club of managers that can defeat Pep Guardiola often. They can outclass Pep Guardiola. All right, Tottenham Hotspurs, every time they play against Manchester City, they become like prime Barcelona. I agree with that. Okay, so this is just to remind you, 3-0 against Burnley in the opening game and 2-0 away against Manchester City. Thomas Frank is the guy. James Trafford against Tottenham Hotspurs, he became Andre Onana. This is very, very, very funny. Wow. So let me remind you this. Spurs continue packing point when they visit Manchester City at the Etihad. 2025 in August, 2-0, like today. November 2024, they beat Manchester City away 4-0. December 2023, it was 3-3. They got 1 point. And January 2023, they actually lost 4-2 over there. February 2022, it was Tottenham 3, Manchester City 2. Very interesting. Another banter here. Ryan Cherky against Tottenham Hotspurs. Nowhere to be seen. Pep Guardiola wake up midnight one day and run away from England forever. Yeah, one day he's gonna get tired and say, I have enough, man. I was thinking that this year was for him just to establish again his dominance, and then he's gonna leave Manchester City. You know, I don't think he's gonna leave Manchester City in a very bad position. You know, he would like to win some trophies, but you can feel the end of Pep Guardiola. You can feel the end of this brother at Etihad. Phil Foden was seen laughing after Trafford mistake, which led to 2-0 down. Yeah, he was laughing at 2-0. If Pep Guardiola sees this picture, he's gonna be in trouble. All right, people. So you get the idea. Paulina, you know, first goal since coming back in the Premier League, absolutely insane. So congratulations to Thomas Frank and Tottenham Hotspurs. Daniel Levy, you have to spend the money. Get in the comment section down below, my friends. Let's keep the conversation going, man. Let's go. Let's do it. Thank you so much for watching.